outro has been recorded in post, but welcome to Star Technology. This is episode 5. Last episode, we made the large chemical reactor, and we made the clean room. It's currently in its clean status, which is why I left off the last video, but yeah. The rest of the footage you're about to see will be recorded 2 weeks ago. It took me that long to start editing, but yeah, I hope you enjoy. And yeah, that's it. Alright, that should be our LCR hooked up to power. Yeah, that is. And now we should flux dust. There, that's it. And that's where the flux dust is. I'm gonna have to change this, but yeah, yep, we have a flux dust. Alright, I've set up some sort of a rock crushing system because I definitely need obsidian for my flux networks. It's a simple one really, but I'm doing it now because I can only get it at HV. Like I just recorded a bit when I wasn't recording. I was gonna go over an explanation on how I was setting up the flux controller, and now that I didn't have to charge anything, but yeah, I have that now, and I'm currently crafting gargantuan flux storages. Just counting all of the laser nodes I had because I wanted to facilitate the transition to flux networks a lot easier. I counted and there's like 25-ish of them, but I'm too lazy to count all of them on my own. I think I'm just going to overcraft 32 flux points. That's not a lot of lava. It's done. And then we place the flux storage here and connect. Now it should fill. Flux points. I have to be very quick with this, I think. I'm just setting up those for the bypass limit. I don't have to, but it's just easier if I do that. Pass now. Alright, it's been a bit. I've hooked up everything to flux networks, as I think I have a montage here. And I can finally upgrade all of this to EV, so let me tear this down first. So I was looking at a video, and I actually never thought of this because, again, I don't play GregTech. This is my first time playing GregTech, right? And I saw someone with like the program circuit card just set up a subnet. I was watching Pilpo, and then they made that. I was like, wait, what? That works? So I'm testing it now. Okay, I think that's enough. There we go. EV power. I would make nichrome, but let me show you something. And I can't make them in chemical buff. I need the vacuum freezer. Requires EV, so I have to go into EV. Place this with storage buses. What happens? Alright, I have the system done. The only issue is that the pattern provider, it has prefer nearest mode, which is something I can't really change about it. It's fine though, at least I have the system set up. No, not the cost, right? Even though the cost is, well, and the fact that diodes take platinum, and I do not have the patience to do platinum now. I do not have the patience to go into EV to a distillation tower, get shelled on into the entire Platinum 9 in one video. I am skipping out on this. Let's go! It works! Yes! I was just testing before I put my transformer in the system. It all works. Yes! The only thing I'm not mixing is my molten ore mixture. Primarily because molten ore mixture is best used in a distillation tower and you get sheldonite. And all these other ores which have to be mixed with stone dust to get their respective raw ore. Oh, okay. Interesting. Why is it considered brown dye? Next, let's coat this. Carbon, fine tantalum, and polyethylene. Good. Ooh, silicone rubber. That's interesting. I have no way of making silicone rubber. Perfect overclock. Nickel zinc ferrite rings for the SMD inductor. I don't have a ring mold. I'm a stupid. Okay. No circuit. Ferrite mixture. So I have the SMD recipes. I'm missing tantalum. Yep, that's the only thing I'm missing. For electrolysis. That's a cheaper recipe. I don't have a CPU chip. Like blue lens, I need another laser engraver. Red alloy wire is the only missing one. Microprocessor assembly. And then we have this. Finally, something that requires to clean soldering alloy. Only thing I'm missing is blue alloy bolts. Electrotine. On circuit 2. What is electrotine made out of? Electrum and redstone. I have that. Okay. How much tantalum do I have? 13. How about I order an EV? Oh, sorry. 1414 bytes, not too shabby. Okay, I solved the issue with my polydimethylsiloxane. I forgot to check the number of inputs, so I have this monstrosity of a circuit. 4 inputs, 3 outputs. I could reduce this to 2 outputs, 3 inputs, but oh well. I can reduce it further once I get the IV. And there it is. The first microprocessor supercomputer. I have to make every single other step before this. So CPU chips, so I need a CPU wafer. Then I can get this CPU wafer. Chip processor. Oh, I'm getting stuck by plastic printed. Six circuit board. Microprocessors. And the vacuum freezer. But first, Advanced Circuit Assembler 2. There should be the Advanced Circuit Assembler. Alright. Multiblock upgrade kit. Aluminum glass EV, double signalum, and cobalt foils. Oh, my circuit to bender. How is... I'm missing cobalt. Okay, that's enough. So I was testing out the thing, right? I was testing out the storage bus, and then I was like, wait, why doesn't blocking mode work? because apparently it says so in the pattern guide. Well, as it turns out, for example, if I put a redstone link in here and then I partition storage, nothing shows up. The storage bus cannot read the input bus. Therefore, the pattern provider has no idea that the LV input bus, that anything is in the LV input bus, and so blocking mode just doesn't work here. I should be able to make the vacuum freezer. Where do I put it? Because I want to make a set of 4 EBFs here later. Oh, you know what? Let's remove this. I don't really like how cramped this is, but this is 5 by 5, okay? And now we just here. That's that structure. Auto maintenance hatch. Input bus, input hatch, and output will be somewhere up here maybe. I'll put input bus, input hatch like this, so that when I make 4 of these, it'll be easier. I have the frostproof aluminium machine casing, and now I can finish building this. Alright, there we go. I just realized, I can just make nichrome now. Whoops. Coil. Liquid aluminium. Right, I added an extra vacuum freezer, but it's not exactly needed. I don't really care. Let me set up. Hold on. How many? 26. 6 actually. Alright, now I can make the distillation tower as well. Large stainless steel fluid pipe. Clean stainless steel places. Alright. This. Alright. Alright, the nichrome is done. Time to okay. Those are the 2 nichrome coils. And then this. Oh, I need a mixer. 9 seconds. Oh, this is great. And it looks more yellow too, because it's going to glow white soon. Alright, HV mixer. Alright, we can, now that we have nichrome, which is smelting some stuff, it's Enderium because I want to increase the multi-cycle injectors kit. 1 distillation tower, go! We have molten ore mixture. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a 7 tall distillation towers. 50. So I need 53 of this. I'm still missing manganese. Alright, let's build the Distillation Tower. The Distillation Tower is a very unique multi-block in that there are multiple outputs, as I'll show you. 1, 2, 3, oh, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 outputs for my current one. But, oh, almost thought I lost one there. However, it can be variable, so it fits your needs. You won't have to waste it on a distillation tower that say is 12 long every single time you want to do a distillation, because that's the maximum amount of products that it can do. And also, yes, the center is hollow. Oh, am I missing an entire layer? I think I am missing an entire layer. Or is it just... Yep, it was just that. I was intending on using Super Tang 3s because they have the stainless steel. It lines up with the distillation tower very well. They require phosphorus. I think I feel safe enough to just let it run now. Yep, that's it. And that should be that done. That's bauxite. Electrolyze to get rutile. Okay, what if I request a titanium ingot now? I'm missing magnesium. Obsidian. I remembered, thankfully, that magnesium is obtained this way. Or you can obtain magnesium this way. How about one titanium now? That should go through. I forgot to record this. I have these 3 down now. I think this speaks for itself. I got a spanner thrown in my works. Yeah, I remember I forgot about the stack rule. I'm really sorry about that. Hold on. Let me just request a stack of each. Okay, I have this. Oh yeah, these have finished processing. Time to make microprocessors. Alright, we have the EV assembler. I am an absolute buffoon. Absolute. I sometimes manage to be an absolute buffoon. Let me... So, as it turns out, let me cancel the craft. I didn't need this. Why? I have my terminal here, and I'm gonna grab my extended interface again. I did a very big thing. I forgot about report inaccessible mode. Items that cannot be extracted will be visible. What that means, I can see my entire network now. Now blocking mode actually works, I think. If I grab my 8 aluminum ingots again, first thing I will make, I think, is the macerator. This one. It's blue steel. I don't know why I waited so long for this, but okay. Blur again. Circuit 1 mixer. Oh, this fiasco. Sterling silver. And bismuth bronze. Do I have bismuth? No. Cassiterite. It's high time we tear down this. I mean, it's useless. There's nothing much you can really do. Now, what you're seeing in the background was my attempt at making an ore washer because I wanted to get cassiterite. The thing was, I realized I didn't really need the ore washer because the thermocentrifuge can give me my bismuth anyways. So let's ignore that we're doing that I've tried ore washing, and let's move on to something else. Then while the rest of this craft, I'll have to look at what the casing is here. Burma-bright. Circuit 6. HV mixer. 21 Burma-bright casings. Alright, we have our Burma-bright casings and the auto maintenance section. Auto here, and let's put the rest of this multi-block. A pattern provided for circuit 10. Bender, upgrade kit. There we go. So this is circuit 1, then circuit 10, and the last, oops, distinct buses, sorry. And then this one, distinct buses, circuit 2, for the circuit 2 bender. And that should be, oh, I need to set this first. That should be that. The bender completely done. It has power now. Jeez, that's so fast. What? Anyways, large wire mill time. What casing is this? Sterling silver. Alright, we have all the sterling silver casings. Let's finish this. 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, hold on. There we go. That's the wire mill. I have 6 different input buses that I'm going to set the program circuits for, because I think I want to do all the wires, the bundled wires, I think you can call them, in different circuits instead of just using crafting. It's been quite a very long time, and I finally have my beryllium aluminium casings. I'm sorry I did it in the background, but after we get most of the stuff, we should be able to set this up. Energy hatch here, down here, input bus 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, this is the wrong way. And then the auto maintenance hatch up there, and let's finish the multi-block. 3, 4, 5. Oh, wrong way. And upgrade kit. That's the extruder. Time to do every single input, dude. This thing buses is only the beginning. Alright, that is all my patterns swapped over to the large extruder. That took quite a while. What? I think next we'll do the large mixer. This is Kova. You make so much Kova? Wow, interesting. Alright, this should be all the patterns of the mixer that I have crammed inside, well, the large mixer. I think we can get rid of the patterns now. I'll do that later though. But yeah, I've set up a subnet to put in most of the... Alright, this should be all the patterns of the mixer that I have crammed inside, well, the large mixer. I think we can get rid of the patterns now. I'll do that later though. But yeah, I've set up a subnet to put in most of the... Next up, we'll make the macerator, blue steel. Where's my thermal centrifuge? Silicon Silicon manganese, okay. Not too bad. Okay. There we go. And now I think I should be able to get consider. Let's start. How much bismuth do we get? A lot. Yes! And finally, I can start the macerator. Alright. Lathe time. Beryllium bronze. Boom. That's the lathe done. There we go. Hello. So I was looking back at the recording footage, and I sort of realized that OBS had encoding issues, which is why the rest of that segment is completely unwatchable. Long story short, I managed to do this, 2, 3, and 4. If you want to see the patterns, I have a subnet here for the centrifuge, macerator, and autoclave. Oh no, this is the electrolyzer. Whoops. I've set up subnets for interface. That's right, the interface, the storage bus, whole thing. And then I've had the output hatches output directly because I don't want to use fluid pipes, and I prefer using and seeing item pipes. I've done that for the centrifuge, the electrolyzer, and the autoclave. That's pretty much it actually. So thank you for watching. If you enjoy and have been seeing my content, subscribe if you want to. I would pressure you, but that's all I have to say, and peace. Hey, 15 billion FE.